Hey everybody, Jacob Letman here. Before we get started with today's video, if you're like me, if you've been hanging out at home, cooped up, watching a lot of Netflix, and you need to make some extra money, that's what I needed to do. I started looking around. I found this great thing called Survey Junkie. They pay you to fill out surveys, and I know a lot of those turn into scams. They don't work out, but Survey Junkie has been around for 10 years now. I use it personally. You can cash out your earnings from your surveys in the form of gift cards for like Amazon or Starbucks, even though a lot of people probably aren't going to Starbucks right now. Or you can cash out directly to your PayPal account in the form of cash and pay for things like your rent or food, so you can keep binge watching Netflix and have snacks on hand. Anyway, if you guys are interested, check out the link in the video description below for Survey Junkie. All right, let's get started with the video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. Jacob Letman here. 37,000 subscribers on the channel. You guys, the real MVPs. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, go ahead and do so. That's right, click the button. You're gonna get updates sent directly to your smartphone, tablet, laptop, I don't know, maybe your iPhone watch, Apple Watch, whatever they're called. I don't have one, obviously, I'm not that cool. However, you'll get updates anytime we come out with great new content that is pertinent and applicable to rideshare driving. Right now, what's applicable is trying to help you get some financial assistance while rideshare demand is essentially non-existent or very, very low. And one of those ways in which you can do so is by applying for a Paycheck Protection Program loan. That's right, a PPP loan. Some of you may have heard of it, others may not have. And I made some videos talking about it. It took me a while, actually, to even understand all of the ins and outs of it. You know, one of the things with everything that's going on is that this is changing like hourly. And there's so many different things, right? You got to worry about taking care of your health. You got to worry about your social restrictions and how to be if you do go out into the world. You got to worry about taking care of your finances. You got to worry about how do I get financial assistance. So there's like so many different things going on. And then you got to check in, you know, friends and family, take care of those, and then finally you got to figure out how to work out at home or just eat a lot of delicious snacks. Anyway, so one of the misconceptions, if you have or have not heard of the PPP loan, is that self-employed people cannot apply. In fact, they can apply, and it's for small businesses. So a self-employed person, a sole proprietorship, is indeed a small business. And logistically, how these loans work is that you apply for the loan online. A lot of different banks, you can apply through their portals. Really, you can just Google apply for a PPP loan, and you'll find a portal. Now, here's the deal. At first, there was, as part of the CARES Act, the $2 trillion stimulus law that was, or bill that was signed into law, allocated a lot of funds to both the EIDL loans, economic injury disaster loans, and the Paycheck Protection Program loans, which was supposed to help small businesses with 500 employees or less. Those funds dried up very quickly. In fact, the EIDL loans pretty much kissed that goodbye at this point. Anyway, we also found out that a lot of bigger businesses were able to access those loans by doing some tricky application financing, essentially. And we also found out that big banks were prioritizing their higher earning, higher income businesses, so those bigger businesses, to get those loans first because they would bring in more money, essentially. So, for example, like a university got a loan that I'm aware of for $2.2 million. Yeah, so those are the reasons why those funds dried up so quickly. And then Congress was able to get more funds recently put into those programs, but they probably won't be around for very long. They're expected to dry up pretty quickly. Anyway, this took me a long time to get to the point of my topic. This is why you should apply for a PPP loan right away. You really should. And the reason being, I made another video, gives a good article on all the things, all the information that you're going to need in order to apply. And you really need that because you have to do it. It has to be precise. It's got to be in line with your taxes. They need a lot of information. Not a ton of information, but they need information from you, your earnings, your expenses. Anyway, it's all got to be done right, correctly, in order to qualify for this. Your loan will go through the bank. They will process it and put it through to the SBA, the Small Business Association. It's kind of a crapshoot who's going to get money from this thing. Who knows? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But if you do get the funds, if you do qualify for the loan, you can receive money upfront to help pay for your income that you would lose over basically 2 months. And as long as 75% of that money goes towards your paycheck as a driver, then that money becomes a grant and it's not a loan, so it's forgiven and you don't have to pay it back. Now again, you're going to do research and make sure you know all the stipulations on it. But why you should apply right away is because, again, if you do qualify, you have an opportunity to get a big chunk of money right away. One thing you should know is that if you do qualify for the PPP loan, you cannot qualify for unemployment assistance. Pandemic unemployment assistance. It's one or the other. But you can get a big chunk of money up front. You don't have to wait for all the crap that's going on with pandemic unemployment assistance. You don't have to accept the loan. So even if you qualify, you'll get the opportunity to accept the loan. You'll get all the loan terms. You can see everything laid out, right? See all the stipulations that you have to meet in order to have it forgiven and become a grant. And again, you can get a big chunk of money right away. You don't have to worry about this weekly check coming in for unemployment assistance or having to do that, or when that runs out, or I'm sorry, when the economy's reopen and you can go back to work. But should you go back to work, you won't have to deal with any of that stuff. You just have the money in your account. You paid your income for a couple of months. Bada bing, bada boom. So it's really, and the funds are going to go fast. So I encourage all of you drivers out there, if you have the documents that are required and you're able to, apply for a PPP loan right away. Just get on it. Give it a shot. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns regarding this topic, get at me in the comment section below. I'm Jacob Letman. This is the Rideshare Hub. Till the next time, you guys, stay safe out there.